Alright YouTube, so hopefully this is one of the final garage building slash barn updates that I'll do. Of course you'll see work in it and stuff when it's all up, but the progress is coming along good. The electrical inspector came this morning to inspect all the electric stuff, which is over here, and all the circuits. We have tons of plugs you got to get inspected. Of course, you have to pull permits on buildings like this to get them built, and I have building permits out front of my house saying that I can build it, and put up electrical and whatnot, tear it down. But yeah, this is one of the final updates. Of course, the floor is not done. I think we plan on epoxying the floor with epoxy, just like what's in my garage. If you see my other videos, it's the epoxy paint with like flakes in it. It's kind of cool. It actually take a while to do it in here, but we already tried to paint it once with gray paint, and the paint didn't stick well because of this concrete sealer that was on there. It sort of wouldn't let it stick, so we had to acid burn it off the concrete, and it's back down to normal concrete now, as you can see. But yeah. Pretty much all the electrical is in. I'll sort of go around and show you what's going on. Here you just run it. You got a hot in and then a hot out. You pretty much hook up the plug, and you ground the box, of course, and you have a ground, and your plug goes in there. We plan on just doing single plugs here with a big faceplate. We use the bigger boxes just so we can squeeze it all in there, because there's a lot of wires. Over here will be a light switch, so you can see the four-way wire coming in. That's why that has a red to it as well. Red, white, and black. So that's it's a four-way wire, but it's for a three-way light switch. Whoa, going macro. For three-way light switch for lights, and we decided just to put one switch for the fan. There's going to be a center fan up there. If my camera would stop going to macro. Up there, we built a fan mat out of Unistrut, mounted it to the ceiling there. There'll be a fan. I think this is what it is. Sort of the highest CFM fan you can get at Home Depot. It's an industrial fan. You can get it black, white, stainless steel, whatnot. But we ordered one of those. It's a 9600 CFM. 9630 CFM, so that should churn air pretty good in here. But I ran the GFCI plugs to the outside as well. All the outside stuff is on a single circuit and hooked up. There's two GFCI lights and three over door lights that are LED. You can see that created some issue because you have to wire nut 5 things together, which is quite difficult, and that's sort of the max you can wire together. Show you these. Put these boxes in. Of course, there's no outlets in them yet. I don't like drilling through the barn, but I had to. As you can see, just normal wires run into it. Screw it in. You caulk around it so it doesn't leak. Another thing put up yesterday actually was these just normal barn lights, but what's cool about these ones is they're LED. So I think they only pull half an amp each, and there's one at every door, above every door. Trying to figure out a way to mount those was pretty difficult, but we used Unistrut, Unistrut and all of them, sort of punched through and used the mounting plates. You can see there's another one all the way up there. These are very bright, they're LED. They turn on by themselves. There's no switch to them except to this one. I'll show you that once we go inside. Just put a switch on that because it's sort of facing towards the house, and these lights are bright enough that we probably don't need 3, but to meet code we had to do that. So here's our the switch, another 3-way for the lights, and with the 3-way you wire nut the white together, and another light switch for all the lights. And we did a light switch by every single door, and the only fan switch is over here. this is the disconnect for the well, turn off for that light I just showed you above this door. We just did that because we didn't feel that 3 lights was necessary all night long, and that one faces the house and it's probably bright enough you can see it. So this is just a on-off switch. That's what that'll be. But yeah, all that runs up, you can see. That's how you run it through. Molding there. I mean the insulation. Outlet, outlet, outlet. As you see, they're up in here and they're just clamped on. Went through so many of those clamps, it's not even funny. Here's another outlet with the 3-way light switch, and yeah, I don't know what that one's for. Maybe I do. I'll have to think about what that one's for. But yeah, there's another outlet. That's probably, yeah, that's power in for the switch right here. That's where it gets its power. The circuit begins over here pretty much. Up here you can see more wiring going through there. All the way up there. Runs through and feeds the outdoor lamp. There's another junction box up here that breaks off for that lamp and the outdoor GFCI right here. So everything outdoor is on its own circuit and starts at that junction box up there and either goes to a lamp or goes to this junction box and sort of splits off. So that way everything outdoor is on one circuit. And that's the best way we could think of to save wire and whatnot. More circuits, yeah, whatnot. Scrap pile. This is aluminum. Most of it's aluminum. This is actually a steel piece, but most of it's aluminum. Probably not much, really, when you think about it. It's not really any copper in there. Outlets. And this was another hard thing to think of how to do is when you think about it, how are you supposed to mount outlet boxes to a wall that doesn't have any studs in it or anything? So we come up with this idea, the 2x4 bolted into the floor with that and then cut off. That one's kind of jaggy because we cut it down so we could epoxy the floor later. But that's pretty much our idea, and it's screwed in at the top there as well. And I guess we could have ran the electric through the channel up here, but we opted to just drill a hole, make it look a teensy bit neater. Here's breaker box, breaker panel, whatever you want to call it. These are just breakers like normal. Of course, if this was live, you wouldn't want to be anywhere near this thing because you'll pretty much die pretty quick. It's 200 amps. Got everything wired up there. There's another thing that holds all the wires on. That's, I'm pretty sure you have to, code says you have to have it 6 inches or around 6 inches out of each connect. That's what we did. Comes in through here, connects there. Of course, this being a breaker box, you got breakers going in. You can actually get GFCI breakers that are GFCI in the panel box, but I think we're going to go with just the normal plug on the outside here. And obviously those outdoor ones will be GFCI also. These are the covers for those outdoor lights. Indoor lights. Of course, don't mind these being crooked. Stupid camera. These lamps probably look pretty crooked right now. That's just because there's wires and stuff laying on top of them. But these lamps are Atlas lights. They're 6-bulb T5. So they're extremely bright. And if you've never seen a T5 light, they're really tiny. I don't know if you can see it. The actual bulbs are like a ½ inch big, but they're extremely bright. Extremely bright. Like tanning bed bright. And we put 4 of those up. You have to put it this way because if you put it this way, it doesn't direct light towards the sides. And we sort of tested different positions with the extension cord to see what we liked. And we saw the hardwire the lights in. But these are pretty bright. I think it was 1 watt per square inch or per square foot for this building, so that's pretty good. Each of those light bulbs is 54 watts, and each fixture is, I believe, 3 amps. So you do get pretty good light output in here. I mean, you could do that. The comparative LED light fixture on this is like $400 a fixture, which is crazy expensive. I don't know if they'd pay off or not, but we did use the LED lights outside. Those are from Costco, I think. Costco or Sam's Club, one of those. And those were pretty cheap, but the shop lights that are LED are super expensive. So we went with these T5 lights, Atlas. If you want to know the utility lights we put up, there's the model. You can get them pretty cheap. The Atlas lights, those high bay. You can't buy these at the store. You have to go to I guess, dealer for the lights. We go to an electric contracting place to get these. You can't buy these at Home Depot. But yeah, they're Atlas lights. If anybody was interested, real bright, extremely bright. You can barely look into them. But yeah, I'll probably show you them once we get the power turned on. That's the next thing. We gotta call our utility company, get the power turned on. I'll try to get a video of that. Maybe I'll see if he'll put a camera on his hard hat or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's the next step. All the wiring is in. For, I guess, people that are actually doing this, using this for any educational advice, I don't know, or hints on how to do it. We use the snap-in wire connections. They have the built-in bushing already. If you don't do that, you got to use the pinch kind, and you got to push the bushing up in there, which is really sucky. So yeah, but they are a little bit more expensive. As you can see, the bushing is already in there. Keeps it from shorting out. But yeah, this power is going to be cut off here soon. Don't know, after this point, I don't know how fast we're going to be doing this. I would imagine pretty quick to get these lights out of the way. We want to start putting stuff in here. So you can see we already have tons of junk in here, just from building it. And probably first project be a chicken coop. But yeah, that's how we did things here. I don't know why my camera wants to keep going to macro. Who knows? But yeah, if you have any questions, or electrical questions, I could probably answer them. But of course, you can read my disclaimer on the other video. I think you guys already seen this portion. Yeah, that's where the meter's gonna go. And like I said, the next part's gonna be running the box. Got my ryegrass actually came in pretty good that I planted. There's one more plug out here. I didn't put a GFCI at every door. I just did one on opposite sides. We figured we got enough outlets inside the building that if we needed one, we could run an extension cord or something. But yeah, I'll zoom in on the outlet. You see how I did that? Because that is very confusing if you don't have any idea. It's like a faceplate cover for one of those electrical boxes, and bolt the light to that. And of course, I don't have the covers on, so you can see the wires. The inspector had to see that. This is a piece of Unistrut. It's sealed there. The wire runs through the middle of it right there. You can't see that. That's sealed up with caulk. And that's caulked up there as well. And you can see the LED lights, probably a lot more energy efficient than a halide lamp. You can see my grass, most of that's hay is what you're seeing, but grass is coming in pretty good. That was a pain to spread. Of course, there was a trench. You can see it gets so hot here so quick that a lot of my grass is dying as well. My trench sort of cave in, but a little dirt can fix that. We saw that coming. You can see the lamp. Not sure what we'll do with heat in that building yet, or air. I think the fan will probably keep us pretty cool. Heat probably be kerosene like normal. Here's some of the grass I planted. This is rye. My luck, I'm sure it'll die. It gets really hot here. It's 100 degrees right now. You can see it's coming in. Most of those brown spots you're seeing is hay. That's why it looks kind of dead, but it's actually pretty lush compared to my other parts of my yard. Right here, under these trees, can't grow nothing but fescue, and fescue doesn't grow here very well because it's so hot. But you can see I got a little nice grass there. And we'll go to the pole, finish up here. Like I said, I'll try to get a video of them hooking this power up. Obviously not the actual connection, because I'm sure there's some kind of laws against me doing that. Well, filming somebody doing that, giving somebody ideas, you know. But as you can see, there's a sweet briar. Right now it's ratchet strapped and it'll be clamped on there. Kudos to the Harbor Freight. Ratchet straps with plastic hooks. Don't know what guy designed that, but they might need to go back to school for a little while. There's a stupid charter connection. Try to jump down here. As you can see, that's a good alternative of what would have been on that barn. That's a metal halide mercury light. The ones that hum and are kind of brown. That's up there. Those actually pull a lot of power. That was another option for those lights instead of those LEDs. There's a transformer. It'll be ran up there. Power company will probably cut these limbs away, hopefully. Make it a little easier on me. Yep, that's the update so far. If you have any questions, or things I missed, or ideas, or things you want me to tell about, or product information, all that stuff, questions about the process, I'll be glad to answer them. Or if you just want to leave a comment, tell me what you think of the video or the building, what you want to see built in the building, I don't know. You can come up with something for me. But yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Look forward to the next video.